Good morning, students. In my previous class, I had told you basic concepts related to hybridization of atomic orbitals and its need. Why atomic orbitals need to undergo hybridization. So the concept of hybridization was required to explain certain facts which were not possible to be explained using octet theory. So we have seen the drawbacks of octet theory also, and we have seen how hybridization of atomic orbital take place. But unless we don't take specific example of the atoms and molecules, we will not be able to understand deeply how atoms or how the atomic orbitals combine to form hybrid orbitals and how we find out the structure. So we will take up the example of simple hybridization and then the hybridization of more number of orbitals. So what can be the simplest combination of atomic orbital? I think it could be one s and one p orbital. So let us take the example of, say, if question comes like this: describe the structure of beryllium chloride using the concept of hybridization. So what we are going to do today, we are going to do some questions based on hybridization. And since this is a chemistry class, so we are talking about hybridization of atomic orbitals, not hybridization of species or hybridization of stocks. So we are talking about hybridization of atomic orbitals. So to explain the structure of beryllium chloride or any molecule, first of all, you have to take valence shell electronic configuration of beryllium. It is 1s2, it is not valence shell, it is in the core, and second is 2s2 and then 2p0. This we can write as helium. 2s2 can be written as like this in box diagram form, and P has 3p suborbitals: Px, Py and Pz. Now, without any reason, chlorine will not come and react with beryllium to form beryllium chloride. There should be some reason. So the reason could be the activation energy. We need to give some activation energy. So when energy will be given, then what will happen? Excitation of electron will take place. Valence and electronic configuration of beryllium in the excited state. So excited state is shown in the form of a aspect. And then what happens? Intermixing of atomic orbital and redistribution of electron take place. How many boxes were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. They will intermix now, and electrons will get redistributed. So this is what is happening, is called as hybridization. So what is hybridization? Intermixing of atomic orbitals and redistribution of electrons. Now beryllium atom has one unpaired electron each, so they will try to pair up. Now yesterday you have done one activity with the help of wheat dough, in which you made a spherical dough and you made a dumbbell shaped dough. When you add them together, then S and P orbital, Their shape was S was spherical and P was dumbbell. They combined together to form sp hybrid orbital. Bigger lobe shows maximum electron density and smaller lobe shows minimum electron density. This is the maximum electron density. This is the minimum electron density. This is maximum electron density. This is minimum electron density. So this is the sp hybrid orbital of beryllium atom, having one electron each. Now chlorine is the surrounding atom. Electronic configuration of chlorine is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, sorry 2p5. So this is not valence cell, it will not take part, this will take part. 2s2 and 5 electrons are filled up singly and then pairing occurs. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So there are 1 p orbital which is unpaired, which is pz. This is pz, py, px, 2py, 2px, 2py and 2pz. It's 2s. These s orbitals now can come and overlap with the sp orbital and can form covalent bond. One pair of electron forms one covalent bond, single covalent bond. So in this case, do you think that there should be any angle between chlorine and beryllium atom? I think these electrons are in one line itself, they are collinear, hence it will form a linear shape. Beryllium will be in the center and chlorine will be there in the two sides. So the bond angle of beryllium chloride will be 180 degree. So its shape will be linear. Its structure will be linear. Now you may think that why I wrote shape and structure. Since it is linear, so its shape and structure both are same. But when we will go for three-dimensional molecules, there we will find that there will be some difference in the shape and structure. Structure means how many atoms can actually surround the central metal ion. So that is structure, and shape is that how many atoms are actually there available, which is bonded. So shape and structure will be different in that case. Now let us think of another molecule in which 2p orbitals are used up. So I will take another question. First question number 1, let the question number 2 be, describe the structure of boron trifluoride. Instead of beryllium chloride, I will take boron trifluoride and explain its structure. So what will you write? Valence and electronic configuration of boron. Boron contains 5 electrons. It should be 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. So valence electronic configuration will be 2s2, 2p1. Its box diagram will be, this is for 2s, this is for 2p, px, py and pz, 2, 2, 2 and 1 electron here. What do we see? That fluorine requires 3 unpaired electron, but here there are only 1 unpaired electron. So what it will do? It can undergo excitation. Valence electronic configuration of boron under excited state. It will undergo hybridization. Hybridization. What is the meaning of hybridization? Intermixing of atomic orbitals and redistribution of electrons. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. Now fluorine atom, its electronic configuration is just like chlorine because it belongs to group 17 element. 1s2 2s2 2p 5. So 2 electrons here and 5 electrons will be like this: 1 2 3 4 and 5. So electrons are filled up singly and then after pairing occurs. Who said so? Ohm's rule. According to Ohm's maximum multiplicity rule, electrons are filled up singly and then after pairing occurs. So this Px now combines with these 3 orbitals. Now if I say sp2, so yesterday you might have taken one spherical bead probe, then you have taken one dumbbell chiplet, another dumbbell chiplet. So if there are 3 points in the space and they are not collinear, what shape will they form? They will form a triangle. So one of px and another of py. They will have 3 points. So these 3 points will form a triangular planar structure. So shape of sp2 hybridization would be triangular planar. It is planar and trigonal, having one electron unpaired. Now fluorine can come with its pz orbital. This is pz orbital and can form bond with it. pz of fluorine. This is pz of fluorine. pz of fluorine. So in this way, boron trifluoride will form triangular planar structure. So a triangular planar structure will have a bond angle 120 degree. So easy. It is very simple geometry. So what will be the shape? Its shape will be trigonal planar. So second question is also done. We will go for the third question now. You can take a screenshot, play back, listen. Question number 3. Give the shape of CH4 molecule. What is this? CH4 is methane. Where do we get methane? We get methane in the marshes. Marshes means कीचड़. जहाँ पे बहुत दिनों से कीचड़ जमी हुई होती है, उसके अंदर मीथेन गैस जम जाता है. मीथेन गैस कैसे जमता है? ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल जब डिकम्पोज करता है तो उसके अंदर जो भी कार्बोनिफेरस मटेरियल है वो डिकम्पोज करके मीथेन गैस बन जाता है. ठीक है, इसलिए हमें माइंस के अंदर भी मीथेन गैस मिलता है. इट इज इनफ्लेमेबल गैस. CH4 इज हाइड्रोकार्बन. कैसे इसका स्ट्रक्चर दिखाएंगे? पहले लिखेंगे वैलेंस शेल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ कार्बन. तो क्या होगा? कार्बन का कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं? 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं. तो 1s2 वैलेंस नहीं आएगा, 2s2 आएगा. सो इट विल बी 2s2 and 2p2. Box diagram will be 1 and 2. Electrons are filled up singly and then after pairing occurs. But in CH4, 4 unpaired electrons are required. So 4 unpaired electrons can be possible only if this electron is promoted to this orbital. But how that can be possible? That can be possible only if we give energy. So valence and electronic configuration of carbon in the excited state. it will undergo hybridization. All these atomic orbitals will now combine. It will intermix and redistribution of electron will take place. Just like when only 2 points were there in a plane, you formed a linear shape. When 3 points were there in the space or plane, then trigonal planar shape was there. But now if 4 points are there, then what will be the regular shape? What can be the regular geometrical shape? Think. In your mind, square might be coming. But no, it will not be square, it will be tetrahedral. Now what a tetrahedral structure looks like? A tetrahedral structure looks like this. Say if carbon is there in the center, one hydrogen at the top, one hydrogen will go inside the blackboard, one will go towards you, and one will live in the same plane. So in this way we form a tetrahedron. So in this way the 4 points can arrange itself in a regular manner with equal distance from each other. In such case, the bond angle has to be 109 degree, 28 minutes or 109.5 degree. Now when 4 electrons are unpaired here, so one electron of hydrogen. Hydrogen has only 1 electron, 1s1. One electron of hydrogen would come to form bond with this tetrahedron arrangement. And CH4 will be formed. What kind of hybridization is it showing? It is showing sp3 hybridization. So we have seen how many molecules now? We have seen BeCl2, we have seen BF3, we have seen CH4. Now we will see PCl5. In the same question, this molecule can be written as phosphorus pentachloride. Phosphorus pentachloride. So P15, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3. This is the valence electronic configuration of phosphorus. Now for PCl5, how many unpaired electrons we require? Very clearly we can see that 5 bonds are required, so 5 unpaired electrons will be required. But here there are 3 unpaired electrons only. So what should we do? Look at this very carefully. Up to nitrogen, d orbitals are not available. But here since third shell is there, this is K shell which you studied in class 9. This is L cell. This is M cell. Isn't it? In M cell, in 3s will also be there, 3p will also be there, and 3d will also be there. So there is a 3d orbital also. And d orbital has 5 suborbitals. So valence cell electronic configuration of phosphorus in excited state. These all 5 electrons will intermix and will form 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. sp3d hybrid orbital. 1 unpaired electron each. Now if there are 5 points in space, how do you think that they should arrange themselves in a regular manner? In your mind, pentagon may come, but in 3-dimensional form it will not be pentagon, it will be trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. How it has to be? It has to be like this. One planar triangle will be there, and one bond above the plane and one bond below the plane. So phosphorus will be here, one chlorine 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 here. This should be dashed line. What will be the orbital structure? Orbital structure will be like this. One above the plane, one below the plane. One unpaired electrons are there. These are the p-z orbital of chlorine. In this way, phosphorus forms trigonal bipyramidal structure with chlorine. In some book, you may also find that they would say TBP structure. TBP stands for trigonal bipyramidal. What would be the bond angle? In the equatorial plane, it will be 120 degree, and in the axial plane, the bond will be 90 degree. See, these chlorines have lone pair of electrons. Since the lone pair of electrons are more in the equatorial plane and less in the axial plane, as a result, this lone pair of electrons will retain the lone pair of electrons in the axial plane and will enlarge the PCl bond, axial one. Axial PCl bond will undergo enlargement. And you know that long stick will be weaker than a short stick. So this long bond becomes weaker. As a result, PCl5 is thermally unstable. When it is heated, it forms PCl3 and Cl2 gas quickly due to weak axial PCl bond. Next, we will take example of SF6. Sulfur, hexafluoride. So let us see sulfur, 16 electrons, how they are arranged: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p, how many? 4. So valence electronic configuration will be this much only. So valence electronic configuration VSEC of S sulfur is equal to 3s2, 3p4, and since it is third shell, so 3d will also be there. Box diagram will be like this. Now, how many unpaired electrons we require for SF6? 6 unpaired electrons are required. So we have enough space for promoting the electrons. Valence electronic configuration of sulfur in excited state. It will be 6 boxes will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it will form sp3d2 hybridization. So 6 boxes will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one is of S. This is Px, Py, Pz, Dxy and Dxz. They all combine to form sp3d2 hybridization. And one more electrons are unpaired. So if there are 6 points in the space, how can they arrange themselves regularly? I am not saying in a plane. In a space, if 6 points are there, you may think it should be a hexagon, but no, it will be a octahedron. Such that there will be a square plane, and above the plane there will be 1 point, below the plane there will be 1 point. So SF6 forms octahedron or octahedral structure. What will be its orbital shape? Orbital shape will be also the same. 1 lobe above the plane, 1 lobe below the plane, and 4 lobes in the square plane. With 1 electron unpaired, such that it forms pair with the p orbital. How easily do you think that I have drawn and I have solved this question? Very easily. You must have liked that within no time I did all the hybridization based questions. But mere liking it will not help, because if you like a particular dance program, if you see Michael Jackson dancing, if you like him, you may not be able to dance like him. To dance like him, you have to practice like him. So you have to practice writing down the hybridization and their structure by repeating what I have done just now. So repeat these steps so that others can also like you to do so. Merely you liking me do so will not help you in the exam, because I have done it once, you have to do it in the exam also. I will not be given marks for teaching you, but you will get marks for writing it in the exam. So take care. These are the basic examples based on which many molecules can be there, whose questions can be asked in the same pattern. So at least practice this and become master of this topic. Thank you.